This is the plaintiff, Michael Joya. He says he owns a flower shop, and the cellar doors were damaged by the defendant's snowplow. The rude and dismissive defendant won't pay for the repairs, and there's no way the defendant can deny doing it. He has the whole incident on video and can't wait to show it to the judge. He's suing for $1,725, the amount of his damages. This is the defendant, Joe Militello. He says the plaintiff's an out-of-control hillbilly who's making all this up because he paid his store a visit and the cellar doors are in perfect condition. He also says he wasn't even working in that neighborhood during the Christmas blizzard and says the plaintiff's just plain full of it. He's accused of being a real plow.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff says his flower shop was damaged by the defendant's snowplow, but the defendant says that the plaintiff is a hillbilly who wasn't even in the area at the time of the Christmas blizzard. It's the case of getting plowed.
Thank you, Douglas.
Thank you.
Okay, Michael Joya. How do I pronounce that?
Joya, correct.
Joya. You are suing Magic Touch Cleaning and Maintenance, represented here by Joe Militello. All right, for $1,725 that you say you were out as a result of their negligence in driving over your cellar doors and ruining them. Tell me what happened.
It was on the morning of Monday, December 27th. We had a lot of snow in New York the day before.
Big blizzard.
We had our sidewalks cleaned of snow. Took a few hours.
What time was it?
It happened at 11:48 a.m.
Okay.
I was in the shop. I noticed that there were two vehicles. There was a truck with a plow towing a smaller vehicle. They went over the sidewalk.
Why did they go over the sidewalk?
I have no idea. I saw them and I ran out to the front gate and I yelled out to the driver. I said, "Stop, you just ran over the cellar doors."
Were your cellar doors open?
No, they were closed.
Okay.
And the driver's reaction was, "Your cellar doors are fine. There's nothing wrong with them." I was like, "Well, why don't you get out and look?"
Is the driver here?
Yes.
One of you guys a driver?
Yes.
Who was the driver?
Myself.
Okay. All right. So
I said, "Why don't you get out and look?" And they just left. There was no, they didn't even bother getting out of the truck to look, see if any damage, and they just left the scene.
Okay.
Like that.
Now, had you already seen your cellar doors and you knew they were damaged, or you
heard? I was in the shop and I heard metal clang.
Okay.
So I knew something had fallen into the basement.
Okay.
When they went over, I went and I just turned on my surveillance. We have surveillance cameras and we have a video.
Oh, okay. So, the surveillance is going to show their truck.
Going over this, the driver actually looks out the window when he.
Oh, let's see it.
And there's the second vehicle. And now you notice there's more snow on the sidewalk. That's the tape.
Wow, picture says it's $1,000. What's your defense? I know it's not going to be ID.
So the surveillance video doesn't show the hit, but it shows the guy stopping and looking back. Is that enough for the plaintiff to win?
I don't think so. I think if you have a clear shot of it, damage there, we can go with it. But
You gotta be kidding, really? You buying that?
I don't know. It sure looks like, it sounds like he hit it. I mean, if he turns and he looks back, it could be enough to reasonably.
Circumstantial evidence. What do you think?
I agree. I think he hit it.
So you don't need the actual smoking gun. And if it kind of pieces together, it's enough.
Right.
Got your point? Going inside the courtroom.
One, as the video showed, there's still snow on top of the sidewalk. And what happened was, the reason I was on top of the sidewalk was this.
It does. Rewind the video. I see no snow. I see you pass and I see snow, but that's not really the issue.
Okay.
You know? But take a look. Go ahead. Play.
Like he hits a pothole. Watch. Then the driver looks out the window.
The reason I'm looking at the windows, I wanted to make sure I didn't hit nothing. That's the reason I'm looking at the window.
Well, it sounded like you might have felt like you hit something because.
No, I was just being careful.
Listen, give me the pictures of the damaged doors. This is easy. This is not rocket science. So then when you go out there and you stop him, how far down is he when you stop him?
He's not that far at all. He's maybe another 10 feet. Remember, there were two vehicles. There was a truck towing the smaller one.
Okay.
And I stopped him. And I said, "You just ran over my cellar doors. Stop." And he said, "Your cellar doors are fine. There's nothing wrong with them." And it was that.
Tell me about the discussion you two had.
How can I say they're fine if the cell doors are underneath the truck. You're supposed to, if I can't see them, how can I turn around and tell you they're fine?
Exactly. That is his point. Don't you understand?
I got pictures.
His point is that how could somebody say such a thing without stopping his truck, turning around, getting out, walking over, and inspecting it? That is his point. Did you ever get out of your truck to go take a look at what he was complaining about? Yes or no?
No, I did not.
Then it sort of sounds like you're the kind of guy who would say, it's fine and keep driving, doesn't it? Not knowing he has a video. I'm a little bit concerned about this. Why would you not stop? Even if he ends up being wrong, wouldn't you like to know that he's wrong?
Yes.
As opposed to just driving off?
Well, listen.
Hoping he doesn't have a surveillance camera?
Your Honor, I'm not here to deny that we're on top of the sidewalk.
Of course you can't, because he's got a surveillance camera.
That's not the point.
With your mug on it, going by.
I would have been here even if there was no surveillance. When I went to his establishment, and I went to talk to him because his attorney contacted us.
Okay.
I went to his establishment, take a look at the pictures. He came outside, chasing me
Your
off.
problem was that he had an attorney call. You didn't like that. You thought it was confrontational.
Well, if he would have called my office and said, listen, this, and this happened such a day, can you come and take a look what you did to the door? I said, okay. And if I would have recorded...
Why would he not contact an attorney when the last time he tried to confront you with it, it didn't go very well since you drove off?
It wasn't confronting me. He would never stop. He never shot it out. You know what I'm saying? He was just outside. He claimed that he was outside screaming at me.
No, you admitted that he talked to you, and he said you ran over my doors.
Yes.
Okay. And,
okay, but if
and that you didn't stop and get out and go look at his doors. You admitted that.
Yeah, I understand that. I know what I said, but I'm just saying I didn't stop. I know that.
What did the attorney say to you? What did the attorney say to you?
Actually, he spoke to me, Your Honor.
Okay. And who are you?
I'm his partner. I'm Anthony. I'm his partner.
Okay. And what did he say?
The attorney told me, well, we need about $1,800 to settle this.
Okay.
I said I had a cellar door done not too long ago at my own house, and it was about $500. I mean, a brand new door, not even repairing this door.
Did you guys bring any estimates for cellar
Yes, we
doors?
did.
Yes.
Okay, let me see your estimates.
Sure.
And then did one or both of you go back to the scene?
We went back to actually...
I went to the scene.
To go to the scene to see what the damage was, because he says it was still broken. And we looked at the door, and the door was in perfect condition.
Perfect? Okay.
Besides it's rusted and old.
Of the door and the estimates for repairing it or replacing it.
We got two estimates, actually. One is for repair, and one is also to replace the entire door completely. And neither one of them is close to that price. I spoke to the attorney a second time, and he says to me, well, you have to pay for my fees and other fees. And so I said, I don't think that's fair. You know, we could have repaired it. He could have called us directly. We would have taken care of it for him.
You gave me two different estimates.
There's three altogether.
Yeah, there's three altogether. And your estimate is for $1,000, and the lowest of your estimate is for $1,000.
Well, no, it's actually...
What a happy coincidence.
The doors, that's two separate. There's two separate things. They gave me two separate estimates on each bill. One is to repair it, because they say...
$700 for new cellar doors?
No, that's a completely new door, and the other one is a repair, which the gentleman says is a very easy repair. What happened was one of the angle lines probably snapped and needs to be welded.
Did you have either of the two people who you had come to the place, do either of their estimates... I don't see where either of their estimates say repair is impossible.
No, the problem with it is, if you look at the last one, there's a third one. Mm-hmm. The thing he has there is about replacing the hinges. There are hinges inside the cement. I didn't know this, but there are hinges like on a door, but they're in the cement. If the hinges are damaged, they have to replace the whole frame. It's not just taking the door.
That door is very rusty.
It's solid.
It's an
Listen,
old rusty door.
Look. It's real simple. You guys your businesses may not be prolific enough. We're arguing over $100 or $200 is not worth your while. But I got a lot of cases standing outside there waiting for a little justice. So, I mean, seriously, you're at 700, you're at 1,000. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? How much money are you guys losing in your business being here litigating in front of me here today?
I didn't want to come to court.
Yeah.
So
what was your offer?
What was my offer?
Yeah, you heard me.
I want to repair the door.
No, did you ever call him and say, wait? What happened is once the lawyer started saying, I want my legal fees for a phone call and a letter, you felt that was okay. Now we can't resolve it.
I approached him, Your Honor. We met him outside. I took pictures. I said, why don't you call me directly? I would repair the door. I said, it's not $1,800 with the damage over here. He tells me, this is why I can't talk to you. I said, why? I'm here. So I'm not yelling. I'm not shouting. I want to justify
You got a way about you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You know what I mean, though, right?
It's a compliment. Thank you.
But you know what I mean.
I understand.
I cannot be the first human who's told you this.
No, you haven't.
I know. Okay? All right, we're done. Verdict for the plaintiff, $1,000. You don't get your attorney's fees.
Stay here.
So the plaintiff has won this case here in the People's Court. So that way about you that the judge is talking about, you think there might have been a problem in the case here between the two of you guys?
No, I just don't feel. I think we could have settled this out of court. And I think the door is repairable.
You think you should have
replaceable.
settled it out of court?
We could have.
How come you weren't able to? How come you two could not get together?
The lawyer,
The guy has a rusty door and he's trying to get a new door out of it. That's the bottom line.
You got no door. Hope he's happy.
All right, okay. Head right down there, okay?
Thank you.
All right, so you got your new door, you win the case, and step on in here. What's your reaction to this outcome here?
Responsibility matters. If they had stopped and handled it professionally, we wouldn't be here.
What should they have done that they didn't do?
Stop.
They said they came over to try to talk to you on the sidewalk. What happened in that scene there?
Was
Go to that
same
scene.
belligerent attitude.
He was being belligerent?
Belligerent attitude. This is the reason why I hired an attorney. Keep a civil and civil court. Let the lawyers.
Belligerent? What? Well, give me an example.
Just abrasive. There's nothing wrong.
Harvey?
The judge said at the end of the decision that the plaintiff does not get attorney's fees. The reason is that you only get attorney's fees generally if there is a contract that specifically provides for attorney's fees to the prevailing party. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.